Hello, Tomasio here, Catholics for Trump. We're coming at you from Ohio. We're getting excited about the Ohio primary coming up in just less than 2 weeks. And today I have an amazing guest. Is a young man, 15 years old, named Jameson. How are you today,
Yeah,
Jameson?
I'm great. How about you?
I am just fantastic. And Jameson, tell everybody what grade you're in, maybe some of the events you're doing at school, and what's going on.
No, I'm a sophomore in high school. Of course, I play soccer and I do other extracurricular activities.
Okay. So, Jameson, tell everybody what is it about Donald Trump that gets you really excited and fired up for America?
Majority, it's the immigration deal with the illegals and the and foreign policy, of course. Dealing with ISIS and his education plan with the getting rid of Common Core and other stuff like that. But that's just my little favorites.
Okay. And what about the immigration plan do you like the most?
But the thing is, people always say that Trump is racist, Trump is this and that, but it's not. Illegal isn't a race, and neither is Muslim. Illegals are costing us hundreds of billions of dollars every single year. And it's just like they can leave and then come back illegally. It's not that hard. It's not like we're kicking them out forever. It's just temporarily. You know,
Okay. So, now, what religion are you?
I'm Catholic.
You're
Roman
Catholic.
Catholic. Yes.
Okay. Now, the Pope said it's better to build bridges than walls. Okay. How would you respond? Would you say Donald Trump is not building any bridges?
Uh, he's building bridges, just legal bridges, if you would say that. It's yeah. That's the best way to define it because it's you can come to our country just legally, not illegally.
Okay. Now, so say someone is here illegally, and Donald Trump is saying you have to go back and come back the right way. Do you think that that's a problem?
No, not at all. It's the right thing to do. It's the law.
Okay. All right. Super. Now, you mentioned uh, foreign policy. How would you respond to, say, Donald Trump and his willingness to work with Vladimir Putin and Russia, especially in defeating ISIS? How would you respond to that?
You look at our government. Our government's not doing anything against ISIS. We're sitting there. We're doing nothing. Whereas Putin, he's sending airstrikes every single day, multiple, multiple, multiple. He's trying to handle them. He's trying to stop them. And we're trying to sit back and talk to ISIS. That doesn't work. Whereas, Russia is a Christian country, right? Probably more Christian than the United States. And Trump is the only candidate willing to ally with Russia, or even talk with Russia.
And why is that important as a Catholic?
It goes back to the 1917 Fatima and the message of Fatima, and it spawns from there basically.
Okay. Now, I know if you're not familiar, you can easily look up the Fatima messages, 1917. And in Fatima, Portugal, Mary appeared to three children. And she said very clearly to please pray for Russia. And if you don't pray for Russia, then something very, very bad will happen. And something did bad happen. The Bolshevik Revolution, we had legalized abortion in 1920. Then we had a horrible time of communism in Russia and the errors that have spread. Yet we know now that communism has fallen in Russia and there is a tremendous revival of religious freedom and Christianity in Russia. So this is extremely important. I'm really glad that you understand that.
Yep.
So, what else would you say in regards to Donald Trump and people who are critical of him because, say, for example, he's been married 3 times?
It's everybody makes mistakes. It's not like you can judge somebody just for like things they've done in their life. We all make mistakes, so it's part of life, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And how about young people that you talk to? You're a teenager, obviously, you're involved in sports. Obviously, you're very knowledgeable about politics. Would you say that you're a pretty typical teenager, or what are you finding amongst your peers in regards to politics?
I have this good friend. He's they're great friends, and they're Catholic, and they support Bernie Sanders. Now, I don't think I think it's kind of ridiculous that they're Catholic, and they support Bernie Sanders. See, it's just a joke to me. Like, I'm just laughing at it right now, but I mean, how can you be Catholic and support a socialist, which is socialism? Socialism is against like the United States because it's capitalism, and it's he's pro-abortion. He went as far as to call pro-lifers extremists. How can you be Catholic and support that? It just makes no sense to me at all.
So, have you had any success in trying to win him over to Trump?
I've been trying every single day, and Joe sees this, but he's just so stubborn. He's convinced that Trump is evil, Trump is the Antichrist, when Trump is the one that's going to save our country. You know, I think he's just politically ignorant.
Okay. So, what do you think about the attacks, like the Marco Rubio and Mitt Romney, and all these attacks against Trump and his credibility and calling him a fraud? Does it make you doubt for even 1 second your support of Donald Trump?
Mitt Romney is a loser. I mean, like Trump said, he should have won the 2012 election. 12, and he didn't. Like, he disappeared for 4 weeks and let all the American people down. Every single conservative down in America. He let us all down. And Rubio, I mean, he's making fun of the guy's fingers. It makes no sense. It's not politics. It's child's play.
So, so anyway, here you have it. You know, clearly a young person, 15 years old, is clearly seeing what's going on. You know, and you have people who've been in politics their whole life, and they don't get it. You know, so that's Donald Trump is appealing to just common sense, and every American at one time at least had common sense. But you're seeing that sometimes people lose common sense, and they end up
Amen.
Becoming, you know, part of an establishment that is clearly hurting America, and we're losing. Like Donald Trump said, we're losing economically. So many countries are taking advantage of us, and we're tired of it. We are absolutely tired of it. The young generation is tired of it, clearly, here. And
actually, it's like majority of the young generation wants Bernie Sanders because they hear free. You know, they hear free, free, free. Well, they don't actually look at how it's gonna, you know, get that way. It's just nothing's free, but they hear free, 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 and they just go running to free, free, free.
And that's we've seen that with President Obama. You know, the free.
Your mom's here.